Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. I have with me the Surratt, some of the hologram shadows. So I did swatches of this like a week or two ago, and so there's a swatch video up, and I created a palette of my own with the Surratt Grande palette. So I purchased the dark matter base, which is this black block down here. Okay, and you can see this is the size of one of Surratt's blushes or two of the eyeshadows. Then I purchased 4 of the hologram shadows. So I have the pink one, which is Cosmos, the purple, which is Ultraviolet, the green, which is Aurora, and the blue, which is Nebula. And there are 3 additional colors that I do not have. There is a silver called Interstellar, a gold called Celestial, and a green-purple duochrome called Supernova, which is exclusive to Surratt's website. And you can see just from this how soft and powdery and creamy feeling these shadows are. And the dark matter base does transfer a little, so when you put some on your brush and you're applying it to your lids, if you go back in with the same brush, you will get a little bit of a transfer, but it doesn't seem to have any real effect. So I tried my best to keep these clean, but you can see that on their own, these shadows are going to be very sheer. So I'll just do a couple quick swatches on my arms so you can see those. And then I'm going to go through a few eye looks with you. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so let's swatch the shadows. I have the dark matter base all over my hand, and I'm going to extend up so you can see the color on its own, and then you can see it over the dark matter base. So we're going to start with the pink one, which is called Cosmos. So you can see it on my finger. You can definitely see that there's a hint of pink to it, but it's not very dark. So I'm just going to put that here above my hand. You can kind of see it doesn't look that much different from what it did on my finger. And now I'm going to put some on top of the dark matter. See that? Let me get my all right, so we can go in and deepen that up a little bit. Now the pink one I found while working with these that it's the swatches online for the pink appear a lot darker than what I've been able to get easily. So we'll see. The next one is the purple ultraviolet. Okay, and you can see that above. It's pretty sheer also. It's just got a hint of the color. And this is the purple. So you can see that it gets really impactful there. Next one is the green Aurora. Again, you've got just like a light green glitter there. And it's beautiful over the dark matter. So I found that all except for the pink really gave a lot of color. And here's the last one. This is Nebula, the blue one. And you can see there. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, well, I'm not sure if you can hear the background noise. My daughter is calling me. So thank you so much for joining me with these swatches. Let me just see if I can get this pink one a little darker. And I'll be right back with you with the first eye look. All right, thanks so much. So the dark matter base can also be used on its own for a smoky eye. So I'm going to first start by applying the dark matter base to my eyes. And I'm going to put it on my lid and a little bit under my eyes. And then we'll come back and play with the colors. Alright, so now that I have the dark matter base applied over my eyes, I kept it kind of smudgy around the crease area because I want to kind of smoke it out just a little bit. and I've got it underneath the eyes as well. So I'm going to pair the colors. I'm going to use, actually, I think let's try and do more of a rainbow. So I have pink, purple, green, and blue. So let's just do the pink, green, blue, and purple and do it kind of like a rainbow. So I'm gonna go in with something a little, I'm gonna kind of tap this on. So I'm actually gonna use the Soigne pencil 2 brush. I'm gonna start with the pink. I'm actually gonna do the pink in the outer corner of my eye. I don't really like to have too many red things near my inner eye. We're just gonna start kind of tapping this. Let's see. I feel like the pink one's not showing up that well in here. I'll try using my fingers. So it's definitely coming up on my fingers. Okay, so it's definitely applying. Let's go back in with the brush. I'm just gonna wipe it off and kind of start over. And it's just not as intense of a pink as I'm expecting. Alright, so let's move on. I'm just going to wipe off my brush and use the same brush. And I'm going to go into Aurora, the green one. And that one's coming out much more intense, I feel like. I feel like the tapping motion is not as effective as the sweeping. I think I'm gonna go back in with the pink then and try that again. Do that at the end. Alright, so there's the green. Let's go in with Nebula, the blue. Oh, and this one you can really see, that's really pretty. And then the last one is Ultraviolet, the purple. Okay, I really like all of those. Let me just go back in with the pink. I just whipped my brush on off. I'm going back in with the pink on the corners. Alright, that's what it looks like on the lids. So the pink is still not as intense as I thought it would be. I think it looks a bit better now. I'm gonna just go in with the brush that I've been using, just kind of smudge this crease a little, blend those colors. I don't care if it looks a little messy here. Alright. So now I'm gonna go in with, let me get it. We're going to use the Soigne G Smudger 2, and I'm going to bring the same colors down below, matching where I put them. So we'll go with pink, green, blue, purple. Okay, so that is my finished look. They blended together very nicely. Let me put on some mascara and I'll come back with my final thoughts. Okay, so I am back with the final eye look. So if you look closely, you can see all of the colors are there. You can see each of them individually. They are very glittery. They work well with the dark matter base. You still have kind of like a colorful smoky effect to them. I kind of blended them a little bit more than I intended to, and I have to say the pink is not as vibrant as I expected it to be. So I'm actually going to follow this up and do a second eye look, and just kind of, maybe I'll do, you know, 2 more eye looks. I want to do the pink and the purple together on an eye, and I want to do the green and the blue together on an eye as well, and just kind of see what impact it has when you use just 2 colors at once. I think they'd be beautiful just 1 color at a time as well, but you know, I really think that for me, I would use them more frequently, blending the two of the colors and kind of getting more of a gradient of 2 of the colors in the center of the eye. So, you know, we'll consider this look number 1, and I will be doing 2 more, and we'll look at how distinct they can be then. All right, thanks so much. Okay, and I'm back here to do a second look. So I applied the dark matter base on my eyes, just like I did last time. And this time we're gonna go in with the pink and the purple. I think I'll actually start with the pink on the inner corner of my eyes this time, even though I don't usually put pink or red there. I think we'll try it, as this does not look that, you know, it doesn't look like it's gonna have any issue causing me to look ill or like I've been crying or anything like that. So we'll do pink and purple and have like a little bit of a gradient in between. And I'll use a separate brush for each color just in case that's, you know, going to have any effect. So we've got the Soigne G Builder Pro, and all of my brushes are clean. I'm not using anything that has been, you know, used on any other product before. So there shouldn't be any transfer from anything. So I'm going in with Cosmos. And you can see when you swipe it, these are really soft shadows. So they come up very easily from the pan. They don't create like a, you can see here, there's no real like kick up in the pan. They're very soft. So actually when I was swatching, I put my finger in here a little bit too firmly. So you can tell that these are very, very soft. So I've got some pigment on here, and let's go in, and I'm tapping first just to kind of make sure that the pigment comes off the brush. I think maybe I just wasn't using the pink in a large enough area last time, so it's really hard to see it because it is a pretty, you know, soft pink. And I'm liking this much more here. So I'm going to go all the way to the middle of my lid, pink, and I'm going to layer that one more time. All right. Let's make that a little bit darker. Okay, so I've got the Cosmos on the inner half of my eyes, and now I'm going to switch to the Soigne G Worker 3 brush into Ultraviolet, the purple color. Okay, so on these white bristles you can't see the color as much, but it's there. And I'm going to start from the outer corner and work my way in. And I'm just picking up little bits on my brush each time because I just don't want to, I'm trying not to swipe too hard in case some of the dark matter base is coming up on my brush when I pat, or even if I swipe a little bit of my eye. So I'm trying not to get that color into the pan. So I'm just doing little bits at a time to kind of avoid that. So we're going to tap here on the center over the Cosmos. Oh, I really like that color. That is really pretty. Okay. Okay, I think that looks really nice there. And let's go in then. I'm actually just going to mirror those colors underneath my eyes. And I'm going to use the Soigne G Smudger 2, which I did use with the first eye look, but I wiped it clean, so you can't really see anything there. So a little bit of Cosmos on my inner corner. Now, these shadows on their own, without the base, you can't really see them. So if you get like a wide area of the shadow underneath, it's really not going to make a difference. Or rather, a very minimal difference. You won't really be able to tell unless you're looking up close. Okay, I'm just going to wipe that off and use the same brush for Ultraviolet. And I'm going to go over Cosmos in the center, like I did before. Okay, so here is the Cosmos and Ultraviolet. And the Cosmos definitely looks much more intense when you have a wider area to really look at it. I think I was just trying to fit too much in on the lid so you couldn't really see the color so well. But you can see that it's a nice pink. It's kind of a rosy purpley pink. So I would definitely say that, you know, it's more rosy than orangey. So I like these colors a lot. Purple is my favorite color, so Ultraviolet is definitely gonna be one of my favorites. Okay, so this is my finished eye look for Cosmos, the pink, and Ultraviolet, the purple. And I just added a little bit of a gel pencil eyeliner in black and a little bit of mascara. And overall, I really like this eye look. I think the colors shine beautifully on their own. I would definitely use these as a one and done type of deal, though I guess it's really two and done since you do need the dark matter base. But I also think that they layer very nicely. So if you look in the center where I have Cosmos and Ultraviolet layered, it makes a really beautiful hybrid between the two colors. So they play very nicely together. They smoke out very nicely. I did actually forget to kind of go in and clean up that crease a little bit. So I think after this, I'll just, you know, take a clean crease or blending brush and kind of just go in there and, you know, smooth that out a little bit. But overall, I think this looks great. And I will do one more look with the green and the blue. Okay, so I'm back for the third look. And I have the dark matter base on my eyes so far. And this time we're going to go in with green and blue. And I'm going to do the green on the inner half, the blue on the outer half, and then I'll just overlap them in the middle to kind of see a gradient. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go into the inner corner with the green shade, which is right down here. This is Aurora. And there's another green shade on the Surratt website that is exclusive to them called Supernova. And in the swatches that I saw, it looked like it was like a forest green, but apparently it's a duochrome. So it goes green and purple. So I'm just using my Soigne G Blender Pro brush. You can see I just barely tapped that on there. And wow, this is beautiful. Wow, this brush is applying it perfectly. I wonder if maybe I was using too firm of a brush before. This is so impactful right from the beginning. It would help to use the side of the brush that you actually put the eyeshadow on. All right, let's get that just a little deeper. All right, and let's see if the blue applies as nicely with a different brush. Let's go in. This is a soft brush. This is the Wayne Goss number 6. So I believe this one is squirrel hair, so it's a little bit softer than the goat hair that I was using, and but it is more paddle-like than the Blender Pro that I was just using. So it's kind of like a marriage between the brushes I was using before and the Blender Pro that I just use now. So we'll see whether it's the shape or what. Here's the blue. Okay, so this brush applied the blue very nicely as well, but honestly, I think that I really just prefer the application with the Blender Pro because I know that this blue one comes off very, very deep. I've used it a couple of times in the past, and it's actually really easy to get a lot of pigmented color on there with this. And the Wayne Goss brush put the color on there very nicely as well. But I just feel like it was even more effortless with this Blender Pro brush. So I think having a head like this that's a little bit looser, not quite as dense and short, you know, how it's not as densely packed. So it's a little bit fluffier, and I think this just really made the application very, very nice on there. I just really enjoying this brush for these shadows. So you can see where it layers in the middle. Makes a really pretty blue-green color. I think these colors look fantastic together. I really like these. I can't stop looking at them. All right, so let me do under the eye, and then I'll put on some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll show you the finished look. Great, thank you. Okay, so this is the final eye look, and you can see we've got the blue and the green. So that is, the green's Aurora, the blue is Nebula, and they overlap in the center. I've got them mirrored underneath the eye. And I like these a lot. I think they would look really nice smoked out over the brow bone and a little bit further under the eyes as well. So you have more of that overall look. I think it would look kind of, very glam, kind of a goth glam if you leave a little bit of the black edges showing more as well. I've got some of the black edges showing underneath, but not so much above the eye. And I think it would look really nice like that. Overall, great holiday or glam grunge look, in my opinion. So the dark matter base is great on its own. It'd be really nice for a smoky eye. All of these shadows are incredibly soft, so they go on nicely, they blend, and you really don't have to apply a lot of pressure either in the pan or on your lid. So you can actually see from my use today, just I don't even use like a hard touch or anything, and you can see that it kind of like dense in there. They're just so incredibly soft and creamy feeling. So overall, I really like these. I think these shadows are definitely an A for me, and I can't wait to be wearing these throughout the holidays. I think they are a great look, and I really enjoyed using these. All right, so if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and please leave any comments, suggestions, or anything you want down below in the comment section. I'll have all the information for this stuff in the description box. Please, one thing to note, I purchased these through, I believe it was Neiman Marcus, and I mentioned this in the swatches video that I put up a week ago or so, and the color names did not match the swatch pictures on the Neiman Marcus website. So I ordered based on the name, not on the pictures on their website. So if you're ordering through Neiman Marcus, just double check with Surratt's website to make sure that you're getting the color that you are looking for. So subscribe if you haven't already, and hope to see you again in my next video. So thank you so much. Have a great day.